Okay, welcome back, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Stop the tomfoolery. Okay, done with the foolery. Today I'm coming to you guys with a story time. Story count, story go. Story count, story go. Alright, I have a story time, so grab a chair, grab your friend. Don't grab your grandmother or your mother. I don't want them to think I'm not shower or a prostitute or a gal. Nothing of that sort, because I'm not. But grab yourself a small snack, a beverage, a glass of vino if you're classy like that, you feel me? But yeah, I have my own snack here. I made some brownies the other day for Fumi's birthday. Fumi, if you're watching this, just cut this now. You should have. Don't watch this. This is not for you. I'm going to eat these brownies, and I know they were for you, but anyways, got myself a bottle of water. So yeah. So let me get right into the story. This story is about when my aunt's fiance tried to be my sugar daddy. Yes, my aunt's fiance legit tried to be my sugar daddy. So basically this whole thing started, I was away at school and I came home for, I think it was after spring break. So break after my grandfather passed. And if you're African or if you're from Sierra Leone or Liberia or anything of that sort, you know that when somebody passes, people always come up to the house to mourn with you. There's always food and drinks and ginger beer and pop and all that stuff going. So it was just one of those days. So it all started like that, and so I come home and one of my aunts has a new boyfriend or fiance or whatever, and at first I'm like, I don't know you, I'm not very welcoming to men I don't know, especially older men, it's just older African men, I don't encourage too much from you. Oh, but when I got to know, okay, that's Auntie so-and-so's fiance, blase, they introduced me to him, he came, introduced me to him, he introduced himself to me. I was like, oh, okay, he seems chill or whatever, another, actually a real, not those 4x2 phony uncles that always be trying to go smack, or at least that's what I thought. So he would always come over and he always be bothering me and my cousin oh, you guys are eating too much, decking, stroking, oh my, you the box again. That's he'd be like, oh, you the box again. That's oh, you're eating again. So funny stuff like that. He always had a water bottle in his hand that had beer in it all the time. Yo, I'm telling y'all, all the time he had a water bottle that had beer in his hand. A water bottle that had beer in his hand. A water bottle in his hand that had beer in it. So I used to be whatever. So he always be bothering us like that, blase, it's cool. So I believe at some point in time before I went back to school, he was like, let me get your number, blase, and I was just like, no. What? No, not happening. Okay, so whatever, fast forward, that passes, it's summer break now, he's always at the house, he'll be just randomly stop by, and just to, I don't know if he was coming to see my uncle, whatever, he was always there, so it wasn't a big deal, because at that time I was living with my uncle, his friends were always over the house, so, it wasn't really a big deal, whatever. So I always be saying little slick stuff. I remember at the, during the funeral time, he had came up to one of my cousins and was rubbing on her shoulder and was saying something to her, but she's older than me. She had to be she was 26, whatever. So yeah, so she was just you try to just kind of laugh stuff off, oh, okay, all right. And then so I don't know, whatever, I wasn't my mind wasn't even going there, because that's my aunt's fiance. You think people will respect boundaries or whatever, but apparently not. So we should go out to the zoo or do something of that sort, and I just never paid attention to it, because I think I was probably working that summer, or I just didn't pay attention to him, whatever. So it was my aunt's testy, wow, too much talking. refreshing. Okay, so we're in summertime now. My aunt was getting married that coming September. She was getting married. So so she had her bridal shower, and I didn't want to go to the bridal shower. Now, I lied. I want to go to the bridal shower. It doesn't matter. I ended up going to the bridal shower with my mother, and so I was sitting with my mom, and he came over, turned his not as always, because he's usually, you know, he always has a little buzz, because like I said, he always has beer in his water bottle. But this time he was furred, peeled, hammered, turned, because he came and I was sitting to the left of my mother, and he came to say hi to my mom, and he came and he was just all on my shoulder, caressing me, looking me dead in my face, and my mother was like, like, now wait, see. So my mom like moved his hand. You know how your homegirl do, like, oh, don't be touching my girl like that. So my mom like moved his hand, like, what? And I'm looking at my mom, I'm like, I don't know. So he leaves or whatever, and I sit with my mom for a little bit, like good 20-30 minutes pass or whatever. So I see that my cousins are here, so I go outside and I'm just talking to my cousins, and we're catching up or whatever, because I hadn't seen my cousins on, this was my dad's side, I hadn't seen my cousins on my dad's side in like years. So we're just catching up, whatever, and he comes over and he is furred. Y'all, when I tell y'all he is this close to my face, talking with his hot beer breath. So he was just like, oh, hey. And he was like, give me your number. Give me your number. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, so you know, we can hang out. And I'm like, I'm at school. He was like, what? What does that mean? He was like, I have friends 8 hours away. I go and visit them. You know, what is 2 hours? And I was like, okay. So I put my number in his phone. And as I'm putting number, he was like, make sure you don't put the wrong number in the phone. I'm just like, okay. So I put the number in the phone, and he literally calls me like right there, right? And I don't even know. I didn't purposely put the wrong number. I had missed like one digit. He was like, it's not the right number. So I go back and I hit the number. He calls me back again. Cool, it's the right number. I leave. So I think that was like a Saturday. I think like that following week or weekend, I go to my mom's younger brother's house. So my other aunt can braid my hair. So we're sitting down and she's braiding my hair. Y'all, it's 8 a.m. in the morning and my aunt is braiding my hair. My phone starts ringing. And I'm looking at this number like, whose number is this? And usually I don't pick up numbers I don't know. So I ignored the call the first time, right? Then the call comes in again. I'm like, yo, who is this? So my aunt gets up, because my uncle calls her in the room, whatever. She gets up and she walks away. And I answer the phone, and he's like, yeah, hello? I was like, hello? And he was like, yeah, what's he to do? Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, who's this? And he's like, oh, you're not stopping me voice? Like, you don't know my voice? No. Who is this? Nah, da-da-da-da, it's, and then he said his name. And I'm like, I was like, oh, how are you? And then that's when my uncle starts calling my name, and he was like, oh, are you busy? And I'm like, yeah, you hear Uncle blah, blah, blah calling my name. Yeah, I'm gonna call you back, And I hang up the phone, okay? So I never call him back. Cause I was like, why are you calling me at 8 a.m. in the morning off a random number? And this is before I got WhatsApp. So I'm just like, what is this? Like, how are you calling me? I don't, whatever. I don't know. I guess it was, I don't know if it was WhatsApp or one of those like, not how to have those text frees. I don't know if they have those for like calling people or whatever, but it was just like a really weird number. Like, it wasn't, you know, our state number or any number that was familiar to me. So I was just like, okay. So like that following weekend, I go back up to school, And mind you, like I said, my school was 2 hours away. And I get a call again. I can't remember if it was just from his direct number or it's from another number or what it was. I don't know if I had his number saved or whatever, but I get a call from him. And he's like, oh, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I be thinking, see, y'all, I be thinking I'm safe because I'm 2 hours away. Forgetting niggas. Niggas are willing to make that drive to come and visit you at school. I be forgetting. So I was like, oh yeah, you know, maybe next time, you know, we can hang out when I come home next summer, da da da. And he was like, what do you mean? He was like, I told you I have friends who I go visit like 8 hours away in Ohio. You know, you're on the way to Ohio, I can come by and come see you. I was like, yeah, I live on campus, you know, we're not allowed to. He was like, what do you mean? There's hotels all over.
What do you mean there's hotels all over?
What? I was like, bruh, wait a minute. He was like, yeah, you know, I have money to take care of you. It's not a problem. Blase, blase. And you know, to most young girls, this just seems like, oh, he got money. I ain't gotta do nothing with him. Blase, blase. You know, he can pay for stuff, give me money, take me out to eat. Blase, blase. Now let me tell you, there is an ultimate fat ass in the world. It is me. I may be skinny. You may see these collarbones just out here flourishing right now, but I love to eat. I am always down to eat. Where is the food? Where is the food? Where is the food? But what I cannot do is sit with somebody or hang out with somebody when I know I don't like you at all. Like, it's just not going to work out. I cannot do it. I cannot encourage you know what I don't like you, because I will be so upset and it will come through, baby. It will push through like this highlight. I know you saw it. You want me to talk about it, but it will push through like this. So no, I can't. So I was just like, I don't need it. Pinkies up, I don't need it. So I was just like, Uncle Dad, like, what? And he was like, oh, stop that uncle nonsense. What? Stop with uncle nonsense. I was like, son, you're legit married. You're engaged to my aunt. He was like, oh, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna call you back. So I call my cousin, who's like, she's probably like 3 or 4 years younger than me, and apparently he had been hitting her up too and been telling her that he loves her and blase this and the third. And then so I'm explaining to her, she was like, yeah. And then so she just starts gisting me and spilling the tea and all the hot gist. Like, our younger cousin, he came over and he told us how when Auntie so-and-so goes to work, like, he'll go up night, because she goes to work at 11, so he'll be out all night long. All night. And won't come back till she comes home. She comes home at 7. He'll come back at like 5 in the morning when my cousin is getting ready to go to school. And like, if they actually tell them I was here the entire night, I was just sleeping. So she just gisted me to everything that he be doing. And I was just like, wow. When I tell you, I immediately went and just blocked everything from him. Never, like, that's why, like, wow. I was just like, are you serious? I was like, does she know? And she was like, no, she doesn't know. I was like, well, you know me, and I like to mind my business, because minding your business never got you cussed out, never got you disrespected, never got you insulted. All you have to do is remove yourself from a situation that can put you in that position to be insulted like that. So what I just removed myself and stopped. Cut all communication off with him. And like, when I saw him in public, didn't even speak to him no more, because I was like, that was honestly disrespectful. Because like, you have a wife, or a soon to be wife. Like, what do you take me for? Like, what kind of insight? That's like, you feel like I'm that caliber of woman to just be okay and content with being your side piece, so you can come and do what? So you can, like, And then the most insulting, I don't even know what was more insulting, the fact that you really thought I would be down for something like that, or the fact that you thought that you would be my type of nigga. Like, if I was ever even willing to be down for that, which I wouldn't be, that you thought I would fuck with someone like you. You're not even cute. You are ugly. Like, you are dead ass ugly. Like, you are a bucket nigga. Like, you are... Anyways, they ended up splitting up. He moved back to wherever state he came from, and she's here now. And I just wish them the best in life, because I have my issues with her too. But I wish them both the best in life, and I hope he really doesn't do stuff like that no more. Yeah, that's just basically my story time of when my aunt's fiance basically tried to be my sugar daddy. And yeah, so ladies, beware of these phony uncles that are trying to get your panties, and trying to just dash money at you like you're some kind of cheap regalo or shower. Don't fall for it. Know your value, know your worth more than that. You're beautiful, you're a queen, you're gorgeous. With that being said, that is it for today, y'all. I hope you enjoyed my story time. I hope you're feeling my makeup and my hair wrap and my whole zig, my whole get down. I hope you love it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandmother, tell everyone. Well, I hope you guys really enjoy. Thank you for watching. I love you for staying tuned and staying here for all my madness and my antics. And you know, let's just keep doing this, onwards and upwards. We can only go up from here. We're not going back, we're not going down. Videos will keep coming and flowing and getting better. And I just love you guys. Bye, dolls.